A new setting, just want to see how this turns out, but I'm going to do a kind of a brown smoky eyed look today. And so I have concealed my face and I just dusted it with a little powder. I'm going to use my dual bronzer in light tan, and we are just going to start contouring the face with this colour, and this just helps, as you all know, define my cheeks or my cheekbones a little bit better. It just gives a more of a slender finish, and also at the same time you get that little bronze glow. I'm just going to use Buff. You all know that's my favourite colour, I've mentioned it too many times now. And it's just basically a brown or a light brown nude blush, and I'm just going to apply it right where we put that bronzer. And again, this just keeps the cheeks slender and gives a really nice warmth to it. Then we're just going to use another highlight, and I think I'm going to use Luxor. And there'll be a review coming up on this. I'll post that up later this week or next week. And it's just basically a shimmery, light pink, pearly colour. And we are going to apply this right on the apples of the cheeks. And you can already see what a shine it has. And we're just going to blend this in, and it's really, really pretty. It's just a really nice glowy look. I'm going to do my eyebrows, shape them up a bit, really. So there you have it, that's the eyebrows done. It's just given them a little bit more of a filling in effect so that they look a little bit more groomed, and I didn't apply too much because I want it to look very natural. So that's what that looks like. And then for the eyes, we are just going to put primer potion on. Grease paint sticking dirty, and you have to be very quick with this. So I do one eye at a time, and I'm just going to apply this right by the right by the lashes as like a kind of a thick eyeliner, and then I'm going to use my finger and blend it, just swiping it across, very messy. And apply a little bit more, kind of build this up so it's a little bit heavier now, and then again just swipe it over the lid. This just provides a really nice smoky base. Then we're going to bring this down about halfway, and this will just help shape our eyes. Medium brown, so I'm going to use Cork because that's actually the only brown I have, which is really funny because I don't know, it's just really funny. So we're just going to use a flat shader brush, get a good amount in, and we are going to tap this all along. So on top of dirty and right up to where your eyelid finishes. So right by the crease basically. So there you have it, you have that sort of gradient. And this is a very warm, sultry look, and it can be very expensive looking too. Now, of course, we're going to deepen it up somewhat more, and actually we're going to choose Omega, which is kind of more like a grey, although a lot of people decide to call it like a light brown. I can see there's a brown hue to it too, but I really see a lot of grey, so it's like a grey brown. It's a very neutral colour, and we are just going to apply that right over Cork. And this just kind of cools Cork down a little bit, so it doesn't look too orangey brown. Even though it doesn't have orange in it, it's just, this is just making it, it's kind of like neutralizing Cork. And it's not going to be very obvious, so it doesn't look like you've applied two eyeshadows in the same area. My X, it's a 10 colour eyeshadow palette, and I have like two browns. I have one which has like a lot of kind of like goldy specks to it, and I have one which is a little bit more brown, like kind of like a darker version of Cork. So I'm going to use that same 217 brush, and I'm actually going to go for the goldy one, just to add like a little bit of, you know, gold glitter. It's not really going to show up much, but and we are going to apply this right on the outer corner and smoke it kind of on top and a little bit over where we applied Cork and Omega. It looks really nice actually. It's quite heavy, So you can use like one shade lighter of all the shades that I've been using, a really matte and creamy highlight. And to achieve that, I'm going to use Brulee by MAC, which is just a really nice colour that everybody should have. And it's just a typical kind of a cream colour. And we are going to apply this all underneath the eyebrow, spanning the whole thing and bringing it down. And you can see that just really neatens up the look. Just to connect it all a little bit more, I'm going to use cork with like a brush that looks like this, like a tiny smudge brush. And I'm going to mix cork with satin taupe, which is just like a kind of a taupey brown with a bit of like a purpley undertone. And I'm just going to apply this right underneath my lower lashes. Pencil brush and dip that into Brulee and just highlight underneath where you haven't put anything, just to keep that cream theme going on, and it opens up your eyes ever so slightly and transforms this look more into a day look rather than a night look. We are going to use the Pearl Glide liner, which is in black line. It makes it a little bit more smudgier, a little bit more deeper. And I think it can look very, very sophisticated. And we winged it up ever so slightly. I mean, we don't want that to be the focus at all. So just a little bit. And then bring it down in the corners, just in the corners to deepen the corners up too. This is my CoverGirl Lash Blast. And you know how I apply my mascara now. I focus it more on the tips than the roots because we've got all that heavy deepness, smokiness at the roots already from the eyeshadows and liner. So they already look thick from the base. We need to emphasize the length of the lashes this time. Stila Topaz eyeliner is just going to open up the eyes, and it's really going to transform this look to be more of a day look. And then all you have to do is just wear black eyeliner and tight line, and that will look like an evening look. Satin Peach Stock. So it's called Peach Stock by Liberty of London, and it's a satin, and I really love this colour. This is my sort of nude shade, so you can see it's kind of got like an orangey tone to it, but this really nudes out my lip without me looking ghostly. I need that sort of warmth underneath, or a bit of colour underneath, either an orange or a brown or a pink, so that it's a wearable nude for me. But you can still see that it's kind of kneaded out my lips really nicely. But I still like a little bit of gloss to it and a little bit more colour. So I'm just going to use Frankly Fresh, also by Liberty of London. I really like these colours. And this has more of a browny beige, kind of a pinky undertone to it. So it really warms up the lips, adds a little bit more colour and makes it much more wearable. And how I did my hair, because I know I'm going to get some questions about it, I just did the good old put your hair into two and plait them and then just sleep in with them, wake up in the morning and this is what you get, like a kind of a crimpled effect. And then these bits are like dead straight, and I think it's just kind of fun. It's a fun take on curls and or waves, and it's really crimply, but it looks good. I think it gives a really nice texture. So this is the final look. It's really wearable and it's very, very pretty. Again, I think this is such a beautiful, expensive look. It doesn't take time at all, and you can be messy with it, which is so nice. Like, you don't have to care how precise you are. And then, yeah, so that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm very sorry for the lighting. I hope it's good, but do check out my blog for swatches. Take care. Bye.